If you care too much about others think, then you are a loser. I'm gonna explain to you what a loser is. Okay, a loser is someone with a very negative aura. Okay, and a negative aura comes from a lot of different things, but it really stems from the mind. And in this specific regard, it stems from your values and who you believe you are. If you care too much about others think, then you don't even know who the hell you are. Okay? People who don't know who they are, which is most people, okay, they're like feathers in the wind, alright? They're like water. They conform to everything around them and just get blown around all over the place. Oh, CNN told me this. Oh, I'm supposed to do that. Okay, the government told me this. Oh, this person said I'm bad, so I'm gonna change who I am. All this stuff, right? In order to stop caring about others think, you need to become a rock. Now, think about a big rock, alright? If you're healthy, think about your erection, a big rock. Do you think the big rock cares about what others think? Like, people blow at the rock. Rock doesn't move, okay? It's too solid. It's founded in the ground. Meanwhile, if you're a feather, shoo, all over the place. You understand? You need to become like the rock, alright? And this is a big advantage of becoming a Christian. Like, oh, some people are like, oh, well, what if I become a Muslim? Alhamdulillah. You're not going to heaven, so we don't care about that. We care about going to heaven. We care about eternal life, so we're picking Jesus, okay? Now, if you pick Jesus, you're given a bunch of core values, assuming you don't follow progressive gay Christianity. Okay, don't do that. Real Christianity, the true gospel. You're given a bunch of core values if you're a man or a woman, right? Well, okay, believe in God. Fulfill the masculine traditional gender role, right? So that means you have to provide, protect. You are the one who has to make the money. You're the one who has to go become physically active. You're the one who has to go approach. You gain a bunch of core values with it, and then to really cement it, put yourself in hypothetical situations. In your own head. Well, what if someone tried punching my girlfriend? What would you do? If someone tried debating me about God, what would I say? Right? Put yourself in the situations where your core values are tested, and you pick who you want to be. And then, when that happens, when you really get this down, imagine two different people, okay? One person comes up to me and is like, hey, dude, you said women should stay in the kitchen and raise babies. What the hell is wrong with you, man? And then me, I'll say, yeah, and you know what? You, Mr. High-Pitched Squeaker, Mr. Chipmunk, you're gonna be 40, and you're gonna get some chick that's gonna divorce you, take all your money, and your kids, because she had to lift up her belly flap in order to suck your tiny little cock. Meanwhile, me, she gets on her knees whenever I say, my wife. Take some notes. You're like the misogynist as opposed to you, little loser. I'm so funny. But then, think about another person that hears that. It's like, you're right. Because you haven't really set up your core values. You don't really know who you are. What are you going to have to stand for? And if you can't stand for anything, if you don't stand for anything, of course you're going to care about what others think. Because you aren't a rock. Now, if you really want to cement this, and caring about what others think is a somewhat natural human reaction, but it can be somewhat overwritten. Okay? And the way you override is by what I just said. Really figure out what your core values are in your own head. And then also remove the triggers around you. Okay? A lot of you guys are on social media 24/7. Obviously, you're going to have a problem with caring about what others think. Social media is just a flood of opinions. And remember, the average person is a complete retard. So you're getting flooded with a bunch of retards' opinions. So you're getting gaslit when you're actually learning important stuff. Like, you learn a very basic fact about the universe. Women and men are different. And I keep going back to this because it's the most controversial one somehow, right? Men do this, women do this. Look at the biology, it's so obvious. And then people come like, whoa, dude, you can't say that. Dude, what is going on? Dude, this is so misogynistic. And then you start getting gaslit in your own brain by a bunch of idiots. Okay? Here's what I highly recommend you do. If you don't have a job involving social media, this is what you need to do. Listen to me very carefully. Okay? YouTube, get the unhook extension. Excuse me. Unhook extension Google, Edge, whatever you use, and take off recommended videos, and only have subscribed channels show up in your feed. So me, just unsubscribe for everyone else, subscribe to me. That's it. No more recommended videos. Okay? So you have to search for what you're going to look for. Okay? You have to search for all the videos you want to watch. And your subscribed videos, right? And that's going to force you to actually think about what you're going to watch. Don't be feeding into the algorithm and just be fed a bunch of stupid ideas, right? So this is actually going to make you learn important stuff off of YouTube. Get rid of TikTok. Okay? No more TikTok. No YouTube Shorts either. Don't do that. No Instagram Reels. Now on Instagram, I recommend you completely get rid of Instagram, but if you want to keep the profile to be with your family, then okay. And if you really want to push it, and I don't recommend this at all, follow people who provide actual value. But the problem is you're going to get recommended a bunch of other content. You have the explore page, and then you're going to get right back into the trap. Okay, so I don't really recommend that. Best case is you delete Instagram. Then you have Twitter. Now Twitter, you should either get rid of it or curate it very, very strongly. Like create a list. Don't use the home thing, but create a list of accounts that actually provide value and use that. There you go. Those are social media rules. Any other social media is stupid. Don't even bother with it. That's it. Okay? This is very important because, like I said, if you are on social media and you're just reading, scrolling, and you get gaslit with a bunch of information, and you have your beliefs tested 24/7, boom, 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 and that's not really an issue once you become a rock. But when you're turning into a rock, like the sedimentation process, like the rock is something, and then it's like soft, and it turns hard, or something like that, right? Like 3rd grade science, I don't remember. You're like in this stage when you're trying to figure things out. People going boom, 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 boom is very problematic. And I also want to address something really quickly. Some people are going to be like, well, you aren't open to changing. I am open to changing, but it's within my core value framework. For me to change, there has to be good reason to do so. Not just because some idiot with painted nails on the internet said, hey, I can become whatever gender I want. Shut up. Now, there's one more thing I want to talk about. Oh yeah, be happy people don't like you. Okay, be happy that people hate you. Okay, I made a video talking about atheists, and it actually wasn't even that disrespectful video. I made a video called Atheists for Losers, but it wasn't even that one. Alright, it was a tier list video. Some big atheists made videos about it. They're all stupid. They don't even know what they're talking about, but they made videos about it, right? And that video has like 400 comments on it, all of them essentially being negative. Do I care? No. Because I've already looked at it logically. It's like, well, all these people are stupid, right? I have my own core values, so I don't really care. I'm a rock. But also, I'm happy because if you aren't pissing people off, then you're going to go nowhere, assuming you aren't doing some PC job, right? If you really want to, I don't know, become an influencer or something like that, you got to piss people off. Because you have two options. You either be a normie, not offend anyone, or, and no one really like you, no one really hate you, or you could be controversial, telling your actual opinions. I am completely honest in these videos, okay? And you have a bunch of people that love you, a bunch of people that hate you. That's amazing. Because if you have people that hate you, there must be a side that loves you. Unless you're talking about killing puppies, but even then, some people enjoy that type of stuff. Okay? So be happy that people don't like you. Relish it, embrace it. That's the real difference between being a feather and a rock. Okay, if you're in the sedimentary process, you can be like, I don't really care what others think, but you don't really enjoy the negative energy that comes to you, which you can transform into positive energy, right? When you're a feather, it just blows you all over the place and you have a mental breakdown whenever someone says something negative. Sedimentary, you can't really handle negative stuff, but you understand, okay, well, I gotta get it together and become a rock, and then people hating you is just like, this is amazing, because it means I'm doing things right. That doesn't mean you should go out and try to piss people off purposefully, but tell the truth. If you actually are, you will piss some people off. I'm gonna leave it at that. Christian men need to start pissing people off. Christian men need to stop caring about others think. Grow a pair of balls. You want to join the movement building back Christian men? Click the link in the description to join the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, like all my posts. Ooh. Subscribe for more amazing videos. Play the subscription and change your life. I'm gonna go drink some water. Those are my call to actions. See you next video.